why did Led Zeppelin use Arabic scales? Led Zeppelin's music has a unique power. From Kashmir to Friends to In the Light, Zeppelin blended Western rock with ancient Eastern melodies, creating a style nobody else had at the time. But why did they do this? Where did it come from? And how did these scales transform their sound? Today, we dive deep into the musical secrets behind Led Zeppelin's exotic tone. Subscribe now, because the next episode even crazier. Jimmy Page's obsession with otherworldly music. Jimmy Page was not just a guitarist, he was a musical explorer. Long before Led Zeppelin, Page was experimenting with Indian, Persian, and Middle Eastern sounds as a session musician. He once described his goal as wanting music that felt ancient, like it came from nowhere and everywhere at the same time. Western major or minor scales couldn't give him that, but Arabic and Middle Eastern scales could. These scales naturally create dark, mystical moods, suspense and tension, unpredictable melodies, a feeling of ancient culture. This matched Zeppelin's identity: heavy, mysterious, cinematic. The Phrygian dominant scale, the Zeppelin's secret weapon. The most famous Arabic-inspired scale Zeppelin used is the Phrygian dominant scale, also known as the Arabic scale, the Egyptian scale, or the Hijaz scale in Middle Eastern music. The scale sounds like 1, B2, 3, 4, 5, B6, B7. Why does it sound exotic? Because the B2 and the natural third together create an instantly Middle Eastern tension. This scale became the backbone of many Zeppelin riffs. Examples: Kashmir. The entire melody is built on a variation of the Hijaz scale. Friends uses Middle Eastern chord movement. In the Light, synth melody based on Arabic phrasing. Dancing Days, inspired by Indian and Middle Eastern progressions. The moment Page plays this scale, it transports the listener to desert landscapes and ancient worlds. Robert Plant's influence, a voice made for Arabic modes. Plant grew up obsessed with world music, including Moroccan and North African singing styles. He loved melodies that used long bending notes, microtonal slides, emotional wails, call and response vocal phrasing. These vocal traits fit perfectly with Arabic scales. That's why in songs like Kashmir, Immigrant Song, In the Evening, and live performances like Since I've Been Loving You, you hear Plant using phrasing similar to Middle Eastern vocalists. The scales weren't just for the instruments, they shaped Plant's singing too. Travel inspiration, Morocco, India, and beyond. Led Zeppelin didn't discover these scales from books, they studied them in real places. During the 1970s, Page and Plant traveled to Morocco, India, North Africa, the Middle East. They watched local musicians, listened to street performances, and absorbed new sounds. Plant once said Morocco opened his musical imagination. Page studied the Oud, Middle Eastern violin phrasing, and modal improvisation. Their exposure to these cultures directly shaped songs like Kashmir, Four Sticks, Friends, In the Light, In My Time of Dying. Live improvisations. Zeppelin wasn't imitating, they were inspired by real-world music traditions. The quest for a timeless sound. Page always wanted Zeppelin's music to feel like it didn't belong to any single era. Arabic scales helped achieve that because they exist in thousands of years of history, are not tied to Western pop traditions, feel ancient and mystical, work perfectly with heavy riffs and big orchestral arrangements. This is why Kashmir sounds like an epic journey through time. The scale itself carries centuries of cultural weight. Zeppelin discovered that these ancient scales blended beautifully with rock guitars, Indian influences, dot orchestral strings, hypnotic drums, creating a cinematic, almost spiritual sound. Bonham's drumming made it even more Middle Eastern. Arabic scales alone don't make a song feel Middle Eastern, but when you mix them with tribal, warlike, rhythmic drumming, you get magic. John Bonham often played patterns influenced by North African rhythms, Moroccan street drummers, Indian tabla cycles, unusual time signatures. Kashmir uses a drone, trance-like rhythm that matches traditional Middle Eastern music. Bonham's drum patterns made the Arabic scales feel even more authentic and powerful. Kashmir, the perfect example. Kashmir is the ultimate combination of Middle Eastern scale melody, orchestral arrangement, tribal drumming, Plants Eastern-style vocals, guitar tuning, D-A-D-G-A-D, inspired by Celtic and Middle Eastern music. The result is a song that sounds like a journey through deserts, mountains, and ancient civilizations. This wasn't an accident. It was a carefully crafted fusion of Eastern scales, Western rock power, cultural influence, musical experimentation. Kashmir became one of the most iconic rock songs ever created because of its Arabic scale foundation. The real reason? They wanted something nobody had ever heard. In the 1960s and 1970s, most rock bands used the same scales and the same blues structures. Zeppelin wanted to break the rules. Arabic scales gave them a new musical identity, a sense of mystery, a connection to ancient cultures, a sound no other rock band had. It set them apart from every other band of their time and created a musical blueprint that many modern artists still copy. Conclusion: the legacy of Zeppelin's Arabic scale sound. Led Zeppelin used Arabic scales because they were explorers. They searched for sounds that felt emotional, cinematic, spiritual, timeless, and completely different from mainstream rock. Jimmy Page's visionary guitar work, Robert Plant's world music-inspired vocals, John Bonham's tribal drumming, and the band's global travels all came together to create a sound that felt ancient yet modern. The Arabic scale wasn't just a musical tool. It was the key to unlocking the mysterious, powerful, otherworldly sound of Led Zeppelin. If you want to know more hidden meanings behind legendary rock songs, subscribe because the next episode is even crazier. Legends never fade. See you in the next episode.